Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. It's Sirvyper on the Unleashed 1.1.4 pack. Last we left off, we had a little bit of a progress report. You can now see that I got the Force Log farm. It is fully functional, fully going. It's got the Galgadorian blade, so this thing never stops. And because it's a coal engine, it basically just requires some charcoal. And over here I got quite a bit of charcoal ready to go for the guy, and he's been just using it up. This has been going for a little while now, so I probably got enough charcoal for at least a couple more days. I do want to get the other farm going soon, but I got to make the tracks for that. So that is going to have to wait for a little bit. Now, what's going on here is that I have it set up to where, if I break this here, there's a gate that I'm using with an automatic wooden pipe, and it's basically just outputting all the items one at a time, which is not a big deal. I'm okay with that. So it outputs all those logs, and then they go, if you want to head on over here, we'll show what's going on over here in a second, because this is going to be just an absolute mess. Oh yeah, it is a mess over here. But yeah, those logs are coming in over here, and they're going into this like little roundabout golden pipe system, and they basically randomly select a hopper to go into, and then once they go into the hopper, which you can't really see right now, they go into the squeezer, and the squeezer then squeezes it up, puts it in this tesseract, which is going into the force in. As we mentioned last episode, I have certain frequencies dedicated to going in. And we'll jump down here and I'll show you. So this is where it goes. There's a tesseract right above that valve, and you can kind of see it's spewing out the force that it's working on now. And yeah, there you go. It's increasing now. So then what's going on with these is that they're sending that force out, and in turn that's what's going into these engines. Now, I actually only have 4 of these engines going right now, and primarily because I really just didn't feel like I need all of them. I'm not using that much electricity at the moment, or MJs I should say, and 4 is doing the job right now, so I'll start turning the rest on as I need them, but for now 4 is doing okay. I'm going to leave it at 4. This is primarily, I just have this here, which is just using black ME cable to make it, monochrome, which I kind of like better than the blue. But primarily, I was just using this to, quickly pull out force logs and kind of get this thing jump started. So I just, throw it in the hoppers and let it do its thing there. So, I mean, once this is all once I have all the force logs out and this is just all in the squeezers, I'm probably going to go ahead and just move this upstairs. That was my Google Hangout. Sorry, I forgot to close that. Good job, Scott. Good job. So yeah, outside of that, I basically, let me explain the setup, I guess, before I move on. I have 3 of these redstone cells. As I mentioned before, I made them already. I was just waiting to kind of place them. I have 3 of them, and, I'm sorry, actually, I think I have 4. 2 of them I have right here. One is being solely used for the ME system, which is my ME controller right here. And then this other one is basically being solely used for this tesseract, which is just outputting in the force engine frequency, which is nothing major. And then I have a redstone cell right over here. It's actually draining. I probably should go ahead and using more of those engines. So let's get a couple of those going. Oh my god. What a terrible time to do a freaking Let's Play. My cat just took a dump, and good god, it smells. Thanks a lot. Jesus. Oh, that's so distracting. Anyway, so let's see now if this is increasing. It is in fact increasing. Okay, so we'll just switch to 8 engines for now, and it really is glorious to see all of these engines going at once. And I have enough milk and all that to do it. I don't want to be stupid with it. I want to make sure that I'm using this efficiently, and right now it is pretty efficient. This is going upstairs, and I'll show you where that goes in a second. That's the last cell, the 4th cell that I was mentioning, that I forgot to mention, actually. Let's go in here. And you'll notice I started moving stuff in here. I got my my ME system all set up now. I got the drives here. I got the display. I honestly wanted to flip this, but the problem is that the black color doesn't transition between machines. So if I had this down here and this up here, that blue would actually show up instead of the black. And obviously, because the ME drive block doesn't get affected by the color of the cable, it really didn't make a difference. So I had to flip it to where this is down here, and that's displaying how much sugar I have. Sugar! Do. And then, of course, I got my crafting guy here and my force chest, which is pumping out black force bricks, which is part of the project we're going to work on today. And then, of course, this is just my wireless receiver, which when I decide that I want to actually, like, freaking roam around with that thing, I'll have this ready to go. It's got the 16 wireless boosters, so it should be pretty accessible throughout my entire base. I started moving a lot of my stuff over here. Got the 2 coke ovens. I haven't done anything with them yet. I'm still waiting for my coal coke oven to finish on the old base, so I can move that over here and also move over the piping, which had all the creosote set up and all that fun stuff. Over here I have the blast furnace, which I actually just cooked some steel out of an axe that I wasn't using. So let's actually go ahead and throw that in here. Like a zo. I'm gonna grab my landmarks. Oops, forgot about that. And yeah, and then this is just from leftover materials that I had. I'm gonna have to make a few more coal coke blocks, so I can go ahead and make the rest of these and get that ready to go. But yeah, so this is essentially where I have that last cell at. If I break this block, you can see that I got a redstone cell here. Let's see if I can actually... No, I can't fly up. Let's go break that. There you go. So that's outputting, and it's just literally gridding all around, connecting to every single block. And I'm thinking about adding another layer up above here, so that will increase the number of machines connected to this. But again, because with Feed the Beast Unleashed, there is no loss of energy, depending on the machines that are taking energy from a cell with redstone conduits. So this really isn't causing any bit of an energy issue, and it's good. As far as what I'm going to do with the remainder of my MJ stuff, I got a bunch of lasers that I want to put up at some point, so I'm probably going to end up making a little room in here for that. And that's pretty much what I'm going to end up doing. I'm probably just going to section off certain areas of this just monstrosity of an area and, input stuff that I need in there, much like the laser and assembly table and all that fun stuff. So that's getting us closer and closer to pretty much getting to a functional point in this base. I doubt I'll have it complete for a long time, but it'll be functional, and that's pretty much what I'm aiming for right now. Fly up here, and this is essentially what we're going to work on today. We are going to use the filler to start getting the next floor ready, because we're ready now to start expanding up. I want to start moving my animals in here, and there's just really no way for me to do that logically without getting everything set up. So let's get this going over here. Get my tiki paves. I'm trying to figure out what would be a good place to start. Let's actually go ahead and do this middle area here. I don't want to fill up the middle just in case, so we'll go lakazo. Get that over there. And then cut off too early. And lakazo. Alright, cool. So then we will... Oh, I didn't get the brakes. Thank God I think it's easily accessible here. Easily accessible. Here we go. So let's go back over here, plop the filler down, grab my torches, because I don't want to loot them. Not necessarily because I'm hurting, I mean, I can always make more, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. Okay, so got that going. Let me give it its recipe. Lakazo. Give it some blocks, and let's go ahead and start this bad boy. Yeah, DJ's got some energy stuff, but we're not going to use his. I have my own. Gonna run out of materials already? Oh my god, I did. Okay. Just... Yeah! Yeah! Looks awesome. Looks awesome! I love the filler. Like, seriously, it is the best block in the game. They did change it, though. You can't use it as like a quarry replacement anymore because it actually deletes the blocks that it mines out. So, yeah, if you're trying to use it as a quarry replacement, it doesn't work quite as well. But that's okay. I'm sorry, my Hangouts is going nuts here. Hopefully that won't be too loud on the recording. Alright, so we got the next set ready to go. Oh my god. Shh. Let me turn the sound off on that. I'm sorry. Okay. It should no longer be making any sound. I apologize about that. I'm a very popular person, so, you know, people want to talk to me all the time. All the time. And Minecraft-y type of news-esque stuff. I talked to Static today. I haven't talked to that guy in a long time. Static 777 or something like that. Can't remember exactly what his full name, but yeah, the Australian Minecrafter. He is alive. I was shocked, and he's been really busy with real world stuff. But yeah, he's trying to get back into the grand world of Minecraft. So hopefully he gets that LP of his going. There we go. Now they finally got all that stuff. Because he does some real good work. He did Control Point, which is where he tested tested what kind of blocks basically spawn mobs, and it was a really, really awesome series. And honestly, it was probably one of his best and most consistent. So if he gets back into that, it's gonna be awesome. And done. Look at that. All right. Let's go ahead, since we set up the ender chest to output force bricks. Go ahead and get more of those. All right. Okay, so let's get this side going now. There we go. But yeah, so Static is a pretty awesome Minecrafter, and I definitely strongly suggest that if you have not seen his videos, you should. He is phenomenal and very much worth your time. So let's get this film. Yeah, you can kind of see the little guy going around there. That's pretty awesome. I'm really loving how this base is coming out. Like, I really wish I did this sooner, because, like, it was so disheartening to see that pretty much everyone was using those freaking redwood trees. There was just so many LPs where it was just everybody was doing the same thing, and I'm just like, totally not original. Damn it. So it's nice that I can finally say that I have an original base. Well, for the most part. I mean, I'm sure there's other people that's done air fortresses, but have they done it like me? They probably have done it better, but that's okay. It's mine. Mine, oh mine, damn it. Okay, so we'll move on over here. Get that going. Stop it here. Yeah, I can't go towards the end of this because it's beyond 64 blocks, and the filler cannot, or the landmarks themselves actually cannot reach beyond 64 blocks. So it's kind of a design flaw of sorts. Where's my tesseract? Oh, here it is. I thought I was missing my tesseract for a second there. And these landmarks just fly everywhere, man. Good God. Okay, I think I got... No, I'm missing one still. I put it over here, didn't I? Yeah, probably jumped down here. Oh my goodness, I think I just lost one. Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Still hanging out. He wanted to make a liar out of me is what it was. Okay. Itchy nose. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pop that there. Put in the recipe. I just got an email.
I don't know how I got my freaking thing closed. God, man. It's just, I'm failing miserably, and I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry. There we go. No more noises. I promise. This is it. This time, this is it. No more noises. So yeah, we'll get that going. And this is going off of the energy from my engine room, so I mean it should be limitless for the most part. As long as I have force, liquid, and milk, which I have just large quantities of, it should be fine. So we'll go ahead and we'll seal this one off. Get there, and then head on over here, where we can hit up this pillar right here. Nope. There we go. No, it doesn't want to. I hate when it does that stupid stuff. Let me see if I could just right-click. There we go. Okay. Every now and then these landmarks get a little silly. Whoa. There is a spider chilling in my area. Shame on you, spider. I think it's because there's certain areas where there's no... there can still be mobs spawning. Like here, if I press F7, you can kind of see that this area can still spawn a mob. And I'm not really sure how I can fix that. I'm thinking maybe if I just put like force bricks in those areas, it should be fine, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and finish this project out, or at least get it to a very comfortable point. Put some force bricks in there. Do the secret code of justice. See if I can get these landmarks. Alright, got it. Thankfully, I can go pretty fast in this power suit, so I'm not too worried about it, but, you know, what you gonna do, mate? Alright. I love the sound of it. It's like, brah, brah, brah. Done. A little block lag, but there you go. Yeah, I mean, one thing that's a little disenchanting so far is that, like, DJ hasn't been on a lot. Linux really hasn't been on a lot. And don't get me wrong, it's not because of any bad reasons. It's just they've been busy. And, you know, it kind of sucks that that's going on because, I mean, that was ultimately one of the main reasons why I abandoned the base spec in 1.44. It's 1.4.7. But yeah, I mean, it was one of the main reasons why I kind of said hell with it, because, you know, I didn't want to play it by myself on a multiplayer server, but it's kind of getting to that again, and I'm a little worried. I understand that, you know, the guys have other stuff going on, and so do I, really, but it's getting a little disenchanting, so hopefully that changes soon. I know J-Min-Man has been absolutely nowhere to be found, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but, you know, well, I'll leave that between you and me, folks. But yeah, it's a little disenchanting to be by yourself on here, but, you know, I've gotten so involved in these projects that it's a little hard for me to just disappear. And the server's working, so I might as well just enjoy the time that I have on here and enjoy the peace. Because usually, like, if DJ or J-Min-Man's on, it kind of boils down to the same stuff every, you know, 5 frickin' minutes. Sleep? Huh? Can we sleep? Can we sleep? And I'm just, you know, my natural response is make armor, you know? But, you know, I'm a jerk like that. What can I say? Okay, so we're almost done with at least the first half, and then we can start working on the second half, which will probably be the more fun of the two, because there's more area in which to cover. So we'll go ahead and click on both of these just to be on the safe side, and then stick that there, and hopefully, no, we do not get a full. Stupid landmarks. Okay, so we'll just do this under this time, just cause. Hopefully, no crazy jumping. Nah, crazy jumped. Oh, it jumped up. Oh, wow. These landmarks are crazy. Crazy, I tell you, crazy. Oh, man. So let's go ahead and get the force bricks in there. Set the force engine to go. And voila, done. Rocking. At some point, I am going to get a new video card. Oh, Jesus. Freaking uber-powered pickaxe. It's not even really that strong. It's just that it's made with cobalt, which is the faster mining pick of all of the Tinkercraft materials. So it just, like, slices and dices. And, you know, goes nuts. I'll worry about the walls later. I want to get the ceiling at least done. I think I made it high enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, perfect. 4 blocks of walking and then 1 block for ceiling. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, guys. Exactly. Okay, so for this side, because we got a lot more, let's go ahead and pull some more force bricks. It was so nice of the ender chest to fill itself up. Thank you, ender chest. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and flip this out, and we're going to start here. And we're going to end up over here. And then fly over. I think I can go as far as here, actually. Yeah. Alright, so we got a nice wide path here for it to do, and then we'll go ahead and slap that down. Hopefully get all of my landmarks. I brought extra just in case, but I'd rather not have to use the extra if I don't have to. Okay, so I got all of them. Here we go. So fill that out, and this is going to require quite a bit of the stuff, so let's just go ahead and fill it up. Why not? Alright, pop on the force engine. And you can kind of see, even though it's because of my draw distance, it's a little choppy. We can kind of head over here and get a better update. There we go. It's so awesome to watch. It's just like, I built a lot of this by hand before I started using the filler. And after I started using the filler, I'm like, I'm never going back. This is the greatest thing ever. So yeah, it's just, look at that. Look at that. That's just beautiful. That is just beautiful. And I think it just ran out. Let's see. Yep, ran out of bricks. Wow. I don't think we even give it enough time to start replenishing it. I might have to switch over to stacks, even though it takes up more power. There we go. And it is fully covered. Nice. So yeah, we're going to have to switch to stacks for this, because it is definitely requiring a little more TLC than it can do. So let's switch that over to stack of items, and you can see now it's just like bam, done. So I think it takes about 2 or 3 more MJ a tick, which honestly that's not bad. That's like nothing to really worry about. Okay, so now we got that done. Let's go ahead and plop that there, and we'll plop that over here. And then head over here. Aw, snap. Oh, that one started crouching a little too close. And then wham, look at that. Instant gratification. So we'll go ahead and actually make this here. Wham. You know, it's funny, the F7 thing says that the filler can spawn mobs on top of it. I wonder if that's true. I got a casualty. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to start going underwater to find that one, so. Goodbye, landmark. 1 out of 12 isn't bad, though, considering this is going to be the last one we do today. So, you know what? I can safely say I can appreciate that ratio Not a terrible loss. Let's go ahead and grab more of the force bricks. We're going to need quite a bit, so we'll just run around here, and yeah, we can go ahead and start filling this up again. Cool. Alright, so let's give this thing some power. Go back to force engine. And now we can just kind of see this thing starting to zoom again. Look at that. Just no mess. You know, I'm curious, because this thing's acting like it's getting 100 MJ a tick. I'm curious if the Tesseracts still have that power loss on Unleashed, or if that was removed too. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I would think that it would still have that 25% loss, but even then, I mean, look at this thing. This thing's just zooming. Beautiful. So glad I don't have to do this block by block. Alright, we're probably going to run out, so let's grab just a few more stacks. Yeah, it ran up just a little early. Not a big deal, though. And it's done. Sweet deal. Alright, so then all that's left at this point in time as far as that is the walls. But I'm not going to do that this episode. Oh, come on, update already. Because these are force bricks do not have mob spawn, so I'm not worried about this area. The seared bricks, however, can spawn mobs. So I got that light there to kind of prevent that from happening. So now, basically, what I would do at this point is I gotta, trim out the walls, set up the force bricks for that area, do that fun stuff, and then set up the lights so that they're above instead of on the side here or on the ground. Because I hate having these things on the ground. It just looks tacky. But at the moment, that's pretty much my only option. So, but yeah, I mean, this is now ready to start working on the second floor. So we can go ahead and start filling that stuff out, but we're not going to do that in this episode. This is going to pretty much end this episode. I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I do as far as getting the floor up, and this is going to be pretty much my method as far as each floor going up. Just hollowing out these little areas here and replacing it with glass when the time comes. Actually, I'll go ahead and knock that stuff out now while I can. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, and it's pretty simple stuff, man. Someone asked me if I was going to use the last tank in my big tank area for sewage, because apparently I am known on the server as, the sewage guy, funny enough. And the answer to that is I highly debated it. I was really thinking about it. I'm like, do I really need that much sewage? Do I really need 20 million, Minecraft gallons of sewage? And the answer is no. I really don't. And I'm not going to waste it on that. What I'm thinking about doing is I want to try and maybe get some oil and get oil in there so I can process it into fuel. Because with the force engines, oh, sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. With the force engines, you can use fuel instead of force, and what that does is that you get a little bit of a decrease in the the MJs that you generate per tick, but you get almost 10 times the amount of MJs that it will produce. So, for example, a force engine without any buffer produces 4 MJ a tick, and it produces up to 40,000 MJ a tick. If you replace that with fuel without a buffer, I believe it says that it's... and I have no numbers in front of me, by the way. This is going straight off memory. I believe it says that it produces 3 MJ a tick, but it produces 300,000 MJs overall. So I think that in the long run, it's probably going to make a lot more sense to have some type of setup that has more consistent gains versus something that's just really good off the bat, and I just have to continuously feed. Okay, I think I got all those done now. So, I mean, it's kind of debatable on what exactly I want to do, and I'll figure it out for now. But yeah, so I think we got that done. Let's go ahead and put this thing back on single items. since we no longer need a huge rush of that stuff. And it's sad that we lost one landmark, but oh well. You know, again, like I said, considering everything, you know, losing 1 out of 12 is not a bad thing at all. So yeah, with the last tank, I'm strongly kind of debating on that I'm going to use oil. I think oil is probably going to be the best thing for it. Even if I don't change it to anything, I think it'll be cool to have oil in here just in general. You know, black gold, rar. Just to say that I got 20 million gallons of, like, you know, oil. Kind of use it as a point system of sorts. I don't know. Another idea I had was to actually go ahead and put creosote in here if I can find a use for it. Again, though, I'm not really finding anything good to do with creosote. And just, you know, if we head on over here, let's see. Obviously, we can make it with a coke oven, but what can we use with it? And it kind of lags a little bit whenever I right-click on certain things. Liquid registry, with a carpenter, I can make wooden ties, wood polish, let's see, impregnated casings, rar. Let's see, with a fermenter, I can use it for generating biomass. That's not terrible. Is there anything else? No, just biomass. Okay. With a biogas engine and some lava, I can generate 2 MJs for about 10,000 ticks. That's not too bad. And that's it. I mean, there's really no big use for creosote. So, I don't know, man. Creosote just isn't looking like a viable liquid. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's much like the real-life equivalent, but I don't know, man. I'm not sold on it. So, at least with the oil, it looks cool. I can transform it into fuel. I can do, you know, lots of fun stuff. Whatever I really want to do with it. So I'm thinking that might be the ticket. And I do have a world that is just filled, a Mistcraft world, that is just filled with oil pools. So, I mean, I don't think it'll be really long for me to actually fill this thing up with oil. So, a couple of the challenges that I have left, obviously, is I want to go ahead and get this thing filled. I currently, with the 8 engines, I'm still actually increasing my number of force, which is good. I like that. I want to fill this thing up, and the main reason being is that I want a nice buffer for when, you know, just in case if, like, the tree farm stops growing or something like that, or run out of charcoal, and I'm going, oh god, what am I going to do? This will keep me buffered and going for a long time before I actually get to a point where I'm really worried. A couple of the challenges that I have before I am fully moved in is that there's still some random stuff that I really got to move over, and I just don't have everything prepared for it yet. If we head on over to base, or my old base, I should say, since I got most of everything done now. The animals are a huge thing right now. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to compensate for them. I've got to wait until, I guess, get the last floor done, because I wanted to have them on the very top, so that way I don't hear their damn noises all the time. Especially these freaking pigs. I mean, they're just... they piss me off with all the noises. And considering I want chickens, too, I mean, chickens are going to cause the exact same problem, too. They're just going to be noisy as hell. Also, if we head down over here... Oh, jeez, fell a little too far. We go this way. I don't know what I'm going to do with the sewage yet. It's... I got 2 million gallons of sewage that I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with. I got the sewers themselves that I got to figure out what I'm going to do with. And, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Obviously, like, I can't really dismantle this milk system yet until I am fully good with... Oh, this actually is decreasing. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I might have to breed some cows. But yeah, I can't turn this off or get rid of this until I am fully set up in the other base. So this is going to be one of those things that'll probably have to persist for a little while until I can finish up there. At some point, I need to drain this thing and get that all moved over to the other base. But the problem is that that tank is full. So I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna like maybe grab some cells and put some lava in some cells or something like that. I already started tearing down some of the pipes. I just didn't finish it up yet. But I got the cactus farm out. There's just no need for me to continue having it, even though it's fully grown now. But yeah, there's just no sense in me continuing to have this thing harvest cactus. I'm going to end up moving all that stuff over at some point. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. And, of course, this thing that has actually tried to kill me a few times, the sludge boiler, I got to find a smart way to plug this up without me being in close proximity of it, because it kind of hurts. So, I got little freaking cables lying around here. You could tell that I haven't really had a lot of chance to... Oh, God, did I actually pick it up? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. You could tell that I haven't really gotten a chance to completely clear this out, because I mean there's really no machines running at the moment, so like these pipes, they're really not doing anything. They're just kind of here at the moment, so I gotta unplug all that stuff. And I got all this dirt and barrels and wood and cobble. It's like triple compressed cobble too, so I gotta break that down, since I was all fascinated by the quintuple compressed cobble block. And then I realized that it was because of Sortex that it looked like that, and the vanilla version was not as pretty. So I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with these guys. Most likely, I'm probably just going to actually kill them all, unfortunately, and just start from scratch with the auto spawner. I still have a reusable net that's got a villager in it, so I mean it won't be really out of the norm for me to do that. I still got all these MFEs that are fully generated, fully powered and ready to rock, and I don't have room for all that stuff set up yet. So at some point, I actually got to start getting all that ready to go and unplug all that stuff, and yeah. And in this right now, I'm probably going to end up stopping this at some point, because like it's taking forever to turn this coal into coal coke. So most likely I'm just going to end up, stopping it, so that way I can move everything and get that all done. But yeah, I mean, this is empty. This is empty. This is down here. I already showed in the last episode. It's empty. So, I mean, really, there's not much left of this place. I gotta go around and burn it. Burn it. Fire, fire. Yeah, just like that. Probably should stop that, just for now. I don't want to burn it down yet. Not yet. We'll actually do an episode where I burn this thing down. So, Linux was worried about it generating lag, and I was like, I'll just do it when nobody's online. It's not like that's really that rare. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, right now, I mean, I got to do that. I got to get the link books and tear down the crystal stuff and get that all good to go. And yeah, I still got a little work, but it's coming along. I mean, I'm getting a lot further than I thought I would, and I'm happy with the results. So I will definitely just keep cranking it away. And at some point, I want to get a UU matter machine going, a mass fabricator, if you will, so I can start making some iridium and getting that going, because that's right now like my big thing. I need iridium. So, but yeah, so that's it. If you like the video, please click like. If you want to see more, please click subscribe. If you want me to stop giving you the spoiler point, again, like and subscribe, and I'll stop saying it. But yeah, hopefully you like the video, and definitely make sure that you check out the podcast and everything that we got going on here over at Minecraft Uncensored. So until the next time, guys, happy building, and of course, a saying that I have not said in a very long time. Hold that thought. That singular block is bothering me. There we go. Ha! With that done, big balls.